Hey everybody, welcome back to GWN. I am Noctira, your host. So one of the most common comments that I get on these videos is, hey Noc, you're showing all these great attacks and they all succeed and they all look so great, but my attacks don't go that way. What about the ones that don't succeed? What about the attacks that have problems? I want to see those. Well, I haven't played Builder Base now for about a month and a half, 2 months. At least not seriously. And obviously I'm a little rusty. So I thought I would start playing it again and I would show some of the attacks that I'm running and, you know, what goes right, what goes wrong. First attack strategy I decided to use was Drop Mitch. And Drop Mitch, I've featured this several times now. I absolutely love Drop Mitch. Works really well against a lot of the diamond bases. And what you want to do is you want to eliminate any buildings around the outside. Now on this particular base, you can see there really aren't a whole lot out there. I mean, there's just two army camps. So I took care of that with the bats. Didn't worry about it. Dropped all my witches in a clump at the top, let them work their way down. Bats take that out. Send in the beta minions to form up that nice offensive line that I like to have. And then I put in the drop ships one after another so that they can, basically backfill each other. And the timing was perfect on this. I mean, everything went exactly like a Drop Mitch should go. So, I mean, you can see all the troops moving in. The night witches are still alive. Still tons of bats that are flying all over the place, distracting everything. Battle machine gets in there. He manages to take out a couple of things, including that roaster there before he dies. And finally, down goes the giant cannon. We got lots of bats, lots of witches, and lots of beta minions left over. So this really was a great attack. It went really very well. And I was very pleased with that. And I got a 3-star. So I'm in a good mood about that, right? Yeah, that was the only one of the 4 that I did that went so perfectly. So the next 2 I've got for you, they didn't go quite as well. I still did okay on one of the 2, and the other one I completely and totally tanked. So we'll start off with this one. Drop all my night witches down at the bottom, and then seeing that I've got a lot of structures around the outside, I don't want things to get all go awry and all that. I went ahead and dropped some beta minions to clear out those army camps and the altar there on the side. So everything's going okay at this point. Not a whole lot of problems. Drop down the beta minions in a pack. Start to send in my drop ships. Still looking pretty good so far. Not too much of a problem. Except for one thing. Yeah, you saw it right there. I didn't distract a multi-mortar. My witches are gone. So now I got a Drop Mitch that doesn't have the itch part of the Mitch. So I'm at a deficit already. I've got a little bit of bats left and they manage to do some damage. I mean, they take out that multi-mortar, but there's nothing to do, anything against the roaster or the giant cannon. So I lose my battle machine early. The Mega Tesla is still up. I'm lucky that I had enough beta minions to clear out the right side there and get that roaster. But even there, you can see how much of a number the roaster did on my beta minions. And of course, now I've got to deal with the air bombs that are just beyond the builder hall itself. So yeah, I got an 81-2 out of this, but it did not go well. There were so many problems with that attack, it ain't funny. I got a clutch 2-star. No two ifs, ands, or buts about it. That was absolute clutch. This one was a complete and total disaster. I ended up with a 42% 1-star. Came in from the side by the builder hall. Right off the bat, forgot to clear the wings. So none of my troops are going where I want them to go. They ended up getting distracted and pulled off to the one side. I got the builder hall, which was great, which not that big of a deal because it's right there, right? But I don't have the right tanking because my balloons went off to the left. And as a result, the roaster is going to fry my beta minions. And then on top of that, I lose a bunch of the air troops to the air bombs. Roaster manages to take out the last bit of beta minions and stays alive. Giant cannon stays alive. Mega Tesla stays alive. It doesn't matter that this guy has got, it looks like level 7 firecrackers. Trust me, those firecrackers don't even factor into his defense on this. This attack went so badly with so many different things going wrong with it that I never really even had a chance of getting to the firecrackers. So thinking about all that, got another Sidewinder here. Come in from the right, In this case, I'm not going to clear the wings per se, because everything is right in the path of where I want it. So I send in the bats to clear out some of the middle, and then I allow the beta minions to kind of carve a little bit around the sides as the bats come in as well. A little bit slow getting my drop ships in on this one. Doesn't matter that much. I mean, I do lose some beta minions, but not too many of them. It's a recoverable position, especially since I have the Night Witches throwing so many bats at this base. And the air bombs, because they're on the edge, they don't last very long. Still not optimal. It could have gone a little bit better, but I've got enough to make it through. And this is the beauty of these attacks that use a lot of a particular troop, in this case beta minions. They're a little forgiving. Able to get in there and get out the multi-mortar. The giant cannon is gone. Mega Tesla, the roaster. So all of the worst of the key defenses that would stop my attack have been taken out. Finally, of course, I lost the battle machine, and now I've got a couple of witches and bats and beta minions left to just take care of what remains on the base, which isn't really a whole lot. The air troops are more than enough to overwhelm the one and only air targeting defense that remains. That archer tower just went down, and then finish off the base for the 3-star. So this one went much better than the preceding two. It went more or less according to plan, but not nearly as well as the first one, which went exactly to plan, and definitely the middle two that didn't, even though, again, I got an 81-2 on that second one. So hopefully that kind of shows you guys a little bit of how Drop Mitch works and how it can go wrong if you, if you mess up the deployment, or if you send something just the wrong way and it gets carved off to the side. Thanks a lot for sticking around to the end of the video. I'll have some more of these coming down the line as I fiddle around with some other attack strategies. Y'all take care. Keep on clashing. Bye-bye.